Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 6th of June. In this update, ugly and sad is how MPs describe a 3-hour debate that's led to them receiving the harshest punishment in Parliament's history. The House yesterday voted to suspend 3 MPs for 21 days and 7 days for actions during last year's Treaty Principles Bill debate. Co-leader Rawiri Waititi brandished a noose, and New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters apologised after making remarks about Waititi's moko.
The one that's shouting down there with the scribbles on his face.
Waititi later said this is even sadder coming from someone with whakapapa.
I feel sorry for him that his internalised racism and internalised colonisation can take him to that type of rhetoric.
Prominent New Zealand leaders aren't keeping quiet on their view of the country's foreign policy. Former Prime Minister Helen Clark and former Governor of the Reserve Bank, Don Brash, are among figures cautioning the Prime Minister and the government against taking a stance against China as part of an alignment with the US. They've published an open letter this morning. Brash, who was also leader of the ACT and National parties, says it's risky to harm our relationship with China.
If we antagonise China sufficiently, they might say, well, look, you don't value our relationship. Perhaps we don't need your kiwi fruit or don't need your timber or don't need your dairy.
The government is looking at rolling out its first new ferry closer to the start of 2029 and the second near the end. A briefing to ship brokers by Treasury shows the proposed timeframe of the rollout of 2 new ferries to replace the Inter-Islanders' ageing fleet. The first ship is proposed to be delivered in February 2029 and the second in October. Multiple cars involved in last week's Levin Invasion Boy Racer meet have popped up for sale online. Numerous listings have appeared on Facebook Marketplace after the gathering in Horowhenua saw fireworks shot at police and multiple people hit by cars. 2 police officers were injured. Police say 9 vehicles were impounded and 15 people have been arrested. One seller's vehicle was impounded after the Police Eagle helicopter tracked him to a friend's house. Buyers will need to wait 28 days for the vehicles to be released from the pound. Fears mislabelling of vape eliquids could be hampering smoke-free efforts. A study published in today's New Zealand Medical Journal finds more than half of juices had inaccurate nicotine levels compared to information on their labels. Most of the mislabelled products had significantly less nicotine than advertised, some by over 50%. Author Janet Hook says it could be leading to people vaping more often to satisfy nicotine cravings. And in sport, top 2 seeds Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff are through to the French Tennis Open Women's Final. Newcastle have rallied from 16-0 down to beat Manly 26-22 in Golden Point to open round 14 of League's NRL. The Southland Sharks have risen to the top 6 in basketball's NBL following a 99-90 home win over Taranaki. New Zealand Cricket unveils its new Black Caps head coach later this morning, with Shane Bond and Rob Walter believed to be the leading candidates to replace Gary Stead. I'm Nivareti Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.